But I guess let's start. Why did you become involved?
Right, so when I found out about it, it had a strong theme of civic engagement and social justice. So that really resonated with me and like the issues that I care about, both on Duke's campus where I'm a student, as well as like my career goals and what I would like to dedicate my life to. The other thing that was really intriguing and special about it was its historical significance. So this is like the 50th year anniversary of the actual Freedom Rides. And the story about the Freedom Riders is one that's very important for, I think, my generation to understand and to learn from. It's a group of people who at the time were about my age, college students, young people who didn't have like typical political power, not a lot of money, not a lot of resources, but they showed how much agency they have as individuals by coming together non-violently and really fighting for what they believed in, and really in the end wrote a big part of civil rights history.
And what about your experience in the bus, interacting with other students, kids your age from all around the world, cultures, religions? I mean, what has surprised you? What have you learned from it? What did you not expect?
I think the most rewarding part of being surrounded by these 40 college students is that we know we all have this like thread of civic engagement. We know that like on our respective campuses we're all like doing different things, but we all at the end of the day care about social justice. So it's been really cool. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of barriers. When you first meet someone, you can literally just jump into a conversation about what your passions are, what upsets you about the world, like what you wish you could be more involved in. And so it's really nice to meet someone and immediately go into the conversations that you wish you were having with your friends back home. And it's a great way for me to bounce off ideas, because I think in like at my school at Duke, there's a lot of civic engagement, there's a lot of involvement, but it doesn't always feel like it's at the level of passion that it feels like it is on the bus. So it's been a great way for me to talk to people about my ideas and to hear theirs as well.
Did you learn anything that surprised you so far? I mean, maybe the Civil Rights Museum or things you didn't know?
Yeah, there was, we stopped in Farmville, Virginia, and that was really mind-blowing to me, because that's the site of, that's the area in which public schools were actually shut down for 5 years during the Civil Rights era, and that was the government's response to integration policy. They said, well, we're not going to integrate, so therefore we're just going to shut down the schools because they can't be segregated anymore. And I never knew that was a part of history. I never learned that in my history classes, and yet that's such a big deal, that public schools, like that's the heart of, to me, like one of the best things about America is public education, and that was shut down, and that people, if you couldn't afford private school, you just didn't have education. And so we visited one of the actual schools that was shut down and heard from some of the people who were involved.